This is an RNZ podcast. Over the last 3 episodes, we've gone from Brazil with Leandro Vasquez.
When Brazilian musicians start to travel around the world for France and US, and there was a big mix, and people think that the jazz influenced showed, but actually I think that it was mutual.
To India with Kushna Gupta and Manjit Singh.
I think, Bollywood needs to get back maybe to its roots now.
I would say that Bollywood or classical music, still in Bollywood music, you still hear some of the songs which are very nicely sort of composed, and Indian classical music was and now and will be influence of a lot of film music, Hindi film music.
To Zimbabwe with Jay Moyo.
From a traditional context, mbira music is something that is, highly respected in Zimbabwe. Mbira being an instrument itself, it's what you would maybe call in English the thumb piano.
So in this final part to Back to Basics, we're back in the studio to have all the musicians together, meeting for the first time actually. I'm Kadamri Raghukumar and this is Here Now. These are 3 different continents and I'm curious to know what they each know of the other's musical traditions. We'll start with you, Manjit. What do you know about Brazilian music?
Nothing much as such, but I heard, I played with jazz musicians around, so I know some Latin music, but nothing much particularly about Brazilian music. But I trust and believe that any music is doable if you have a skill called play by ear. So I'm here with that skill. I'll try out whatever with my brothers where they're taking me.
And do you know anything about music from Zimbabwe?
Not really. I'm yet to discover right now.
No, I just trusted the fact that, everyone who's going to be sitting around was just going to be amazing. So, I'm glad. I'm just looking around and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to play here? Quite intimidating. But obviously, quite a bit of music from India. Very popular, even, just through the Bollywood scene as well. It's something that is a staple in India. Similar with Brazil as well. They've got that heartbeat. They've got capoeira as well. Just a little that I do know. It's quite popular, in South America. So it's great to be able to sit with musicians who are from opposite sides of the world, and I sit in the middle in Africa. And it's great. Yeah.
Leandro, what do you think?
I think they know much more about Brazil than I know about Zimbabwe and India. Especially because Brazilians is something that I'm not proud of. Actually, a bit of shame. It's something nice that we have a lot of good music there, but we don't spend much time to listen music from different part of the world. It's something that I'm trying to do it better. And I think today is one more day to improve that in my life, yeah.
To have all of these influences, within arm's reach, within the same city, and have access to people playing all kinds of music from around the world within one city, I think that is a bit of a luxury or a privilege of some sort, really, isn't it? In terms of knowing that you could reach out to a tabla player or a bassist from Zimbabwe or a samba player from Brazil, to have it all so accessible. Yep. That must be something that perhaps more people would want to take advantage of, but you don't really see a lot of that happening, do you?
Yeah.
Nah.
Maybe it's time to change that.
It starts here.
Yeah, I'm pretty keen to do it. Yeah, I felt like let's talk about Brazilians. We are kind of a bubble that even here in New Zealand, with the chance to extend with other cultures, we are still staying in the bubble between Brazilians. And something that I'm trying to change, and now thanks for the bridge. Yeah.
One thing is for sure that in today's world, you listen to a lot of music which you are not familiar the background, but you can recognize the feels and sounds which you have heard. And especially when you mention like living in Auckland, you'll hear some sort of multicultural music somewhere. And when I listen to that, what Leandro is playing is, I could feel the groove which I have heard so many times, in various different contexts. And And tabla provides that kind of room where you can go with the flow kind of situation, and that's where I'm coming from.
What's the instrument you're playing called?
It's cavaquinho. The name is cavaco, but they say cavaquinho. It's come from actually Portugal.
Okay.
And but it's used a lot in samba. Now it's almost exclusive for samba.
How's it different to a ukulele?
The tune and the string as well, because it's iron strings, so I have to use a pick to play. Because when I think in the different countries, we always thinking about like one country in jazz, another country reggae, and we have all of those things, and also more things that we just have in Brazil. We only have there.
When you're doing experimental music, and you are playing with the musicians which have a background of Western classical or jazz music, it's a bit of a challenge to describe or to portray your musical style and how to connect or how to intermix with what is going on around it. My way of doing is to listen to the piece and sort of go with the feel of it, which is the roots of Indian classical music as well. When we teach tabla or teach classical vocal, it's more, the transmission is more oral based. So we have trained our ears to go with it.
I was just thinking,
yeah.
look, maybe something of a Zimbabwean type
Yeah,
vibe.
yes,
I'll
Let's
play.
do that.
So basically, in a genre called Sungura music, the progressions are mainly just 1, 4, and 5. 1, 4, and 5. Just 1, 4, and 5, and you cycle through that. So it goes through phases where it starts off as a bit more, melodic, and it plays through. The guitar will be playing higher lines,
Yeah.
They kind of throttle on one chord, and then after that it gets into a dance break, and within that dance break, that's when you'll find that the percussion really goes in and almost amplifies the way that trying to motivate the people to dance.
Correct.
As well. So I'll try and play and talk at the same time, which will be very difficult to do that, play the bass.
You can do it, Jay.
But I'm
We
not
believe
doing
in
any
you.
singing. So the progression will be in E flat, if that's fine.
Yeah, E flat.
Yeah.
I think I'll stick to this. Yeah.
Yeah?
B. Yeah.
So just rhythm will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that's Back to Basics for you. A huge thanks to Leandro Vasquez, Kushna Gupta, Manjit Singh and Jabulani Moyo for talking to me for this series. I'll be back later in the year with more of this as part of the Here Now podcast. You can follow Here Now on all your favourite podcast platforms, as well as find us on the RNZ website, where you might find some photos and videos with each episode. Thanks for listening. My name is Kadambri Raghukumar.
Hey, got it.
Yeah.
What a vibe.